Watch this.
We need to flood the zone and get more capital in if we're going to address the affordable housing problem. Do you think private investment, even private equity investment, is a bad thing to get capital in the market to fix this problem?
You know, Senator, thank you for your question. I believe the more capital, the better.
That is the recently confirmed Housing and Urban Development Secretary, Eric Turner, at his confirmation hearings advocating for an increase in private equity in apartment rentals. And it's great news for private equity firms, but it's horrible news for the millions of Americans who need affordable places to live. Because private equity's already started coming for our housing, and it's been creating deadly living conditions. Here's just one horrifying example. This winter, many residents at Maple Ridge, an affordable housing complex in Pittsburgh, have been without heat for at least 2 months, while temperatures in the city plummet to -9 degrees. They have been forced to heat their apartments using their ovens, they've had to stay in hotels, or even seek heat from city buses. And it should come as no surprise that Maple Ridge is owned by Vitus, a Seattle-based private equity firm who happens to own 136 federally subsidized complexes. And it gets worse. In December, a fire at Maple Ridge resulted in the death of 2-year-old Praise Lemons. Her mother and her sibling also sustained injuries, and the fire displaced 60 residents. And while Vitus claims that they're creating thriving communities focused on the well-being of their residents, they are nowhere to be found as their residents are forced to shelter in hotels, according to Pittsburgh Mayor Ed Gainey. Recent inspections in the building resulted in units being condemned for lack of heat and rodent infestation. Additionally, residents have noted mold and plaster falling in their homes. And by the way, Vitus is not alone in exploiting the subsidized housing market. Private equity giants like Blackstone and Starwood Properties have acquired thousands of subsidized units, making them some of the largest owners of affordable housing in the country. Where many people see an opportunity for an affordable home, private equity sees an opportunity for exploitation. In fact, Blackstone and Starwood have both noted rent increases as a key strategy for profits. And apparently, they've also figured out that they can cut costs by simply neglecting maintenance on these properties. Vitus and Blackstone and Starwood offer a textbook example of the private equity playbook, cashing checks while their residents' conditions are unlivable. Perhaps the most important factor in curbing private equity in the housing market will be government oversight.